Nerd out here showing a Vertigo CT A site to ramp run boost featuring Sprout and Big. The run boost from A site to ramp allows your AWPer to get to ramp quick to get a pick. In this first clip, Sprout run boosts snatchie from the default box in A site. He gets to ramp and kills Crystal going through the smoke and then picks up another kill into Fartlek. He's able to fall back and faven and Spiidi pick up the rest of the kills. Let's look at the players' POVs. snatchie has the AWP. You can see he has a spawn behind Spiidi. Both players have their knife out as you want to be running at the same speed. snatchie will jump onto the default box, then jump onto Spiidi's head. He takes a couple of steps, then jumps to ramp. As he is in mid-air, he pulls out his AWP. He takes 10 HP damage. GODSENT are going for ramp control, and snatchie will kill Crystal coming through the smoke, then follows it up with another kill on Fartlek. snatchie falls back to site, however his teammates regress, so snatchie helps him out and supports them. Spiidi will be the one run boosting snatchie. He jumps forward when he reaches the orange line and turns towards the default box. snatchie jumps on his head and he runs backward for a couple of steps. After the run boost, Spiidi throws support nades. After doing so, it appeared that Spiidi was going back to connector to pick up mid, but snatchie needs his help as there are more players ramped despite snatchie killing 2. Spiidi rotates his sandbags where he kills xAN. Before we go into faven's POV, I want to show the side-by-side view of snatchie and Spiidi so you get a better feel of the timings and to help you visualize the run boost. I'm going to let the round play out here as I did cover their POVs in the prior clips. faven will be watching scaffold in case any GODSENT players try to creep up and kill snatchie. The smoke he throws lands top scaffold. I think his smoke was intended for mid scaffold because there's no purpose as a CT to smoke top scaffold as it will benefit the Ts. Also, terrorists will usually smoke top scaffold. If faven aims around here, the smoke will land mid scaffold. faven makes his way Ivy to scaffold to watch any aggression while snatchie goes for a pick. You can see here GODSENT smokes top scaffold. faven poses up and holds the smoke. He catches Madden coming through, then he will maneuver behind the smoke and swing on the last player and kill him. Another team that uses this run boost is Big. In this round, syrsoN will get run boosted by XANTARES. Poison throws ramp nades and he even flashes syrsoN off the angle, but syrsoN still gets a pick onto him and then falls off. Let's look at the players' POVs. syrsoN gets run boosted by XANTARES. Both have their knife out. He jumps into default box and then onto XANTARES' head, takes a couple of steps then run boosted. Mid-air he pulls out the AWP. Poison throws a ramp smoke and syrsoN doesn't spot anyone before it blooms. He peeks the left gap and holds it. Poison flashes him, however syrsoN re-peeks and kills him. He's gonna fall off and play retake A. Here's the view syrsoN has when he lands and scopes in. You can see he beats the smoke. This smoke that Poison throws is very common for T ramp control. XANTARES run boosts syrsoN and he knifes out. He doesn't jump at the orange line like Spiidi did. Instead, he turns to default and stops. Once syrsoN jumps onto his head, he starts running backwards. After the run boost, XANTARES rotates the connector to help mid. He can hear Poison's scope and ramp entrance, which is why you saw syrsoN so quick to re-peek after getting flash because he knew Poison was there. Here's the side-by-side POVs for XANTARES and syrsoN. I'm gonna cut it off when syrsoN gets run boosted. tabseN smokes and mollies mid scaffold. He rotates through connector and picks up mid with XANTARES. Those two will aggress mid. I like this utility set as it will prevent Ts pushing up scaffold because they would be running through a smoke and then a molly, which is not a smart idea. The nade set covers syrsoN from scaffold. In the last round versus Complexity in the same match, Big do the run boost. This time around, tabseN is run boosting syrsoN. syrsoN will lag Poison and then he gets killed by him and Blame F. Let's look at the players' POVs. syrsoN the AWPer getting run boosted. It's the same protocol here, knife out. He's gonna jump onto default box and then onto tabseN's head. Takes a couple of steps on tabseN's head, then gets run boosted. He's gonna leg poison and then get killed by poison alongside Blame F assisting. Here's the moment when he lands and scopes in. He beats the smoke and he does spot poison box. tabseN is run boosting syrsoN. He does it the same way as XANTARES did. He's gonna get in front of default and turn around, stop. syrsoN gets on his head and tabseN starts running backwards. After the boost, he throws a nade and syrsoN dies, which I'm not going to show the rest of the round. XANTARES is going to molly and flash mid scaffold. You'll see that nade set delay config from pushing up. To wrap up, the A sighted ramp CT run boost on Vertigo allows the AWPer to get to ramp quick before the smoke blooms to get a pick. If you plan on doing this run boost, make sure you're not throwing a deep ramp smoke as it defeats the purpose, as well as having a player throw scaffold utility to cover your AWPer from being killed from the side. If you liked the video, please upvote and subscribe. Till next time, Not Out here, peace.